والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. Respected elders, my dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah's peace, mercy and blessings be upon all of you. Alhamdulillah, we are starting our post-Maghrib session. So I request all the brothers to come to the open hall and take up your seats. The brothers on the Salah area who have finished their Salah, those who are standing and discussing there, I humbly request them, please take up your seats. Inshallah, we are starting the program. Alhamdulillah, today we have interesting lectures lined up. As today is Day of Youth, and we are also having some interesting guest speakers. So let me introduce the speakers for the day. The first speaker, we have Shaikh Arshad Basheer Madani, who is a Hafiz Qur'an and he has graduated from Jamia Islamia Madinah Al Munawwara. Though being a product of madrasa, Masha'Allaah, the Sheikh had that motivation to do MBA. He has completed his MBA. Now he is pursuing his Ph.D. from a university in Switzerland. He is also running his own IT company in Dubai, and he is a well-known international speaker. He has done hundreds of programs in satellite channels like Dar-us-Salaam, ETV Urdu, and Munsif channel in AP. And he has given hundreds of lectures and training programs all around the world. And he is currently heading Ask Islampedia, a huge project on dawah and educating the masses. Today, Shaikh Arshad Basheer Madani will be addressing on the topic unveiling the 9 faces of media which malign Islam. The second speaker of the day is Brother Athar Khan. Athar Khan is from Bhopal. As he's an electronic and communication engineer by profession and training, but who opted to spread the word of Allah. That would be an apt description for this 32-year-old public speaker and trainer, whose journey into the world of comparative religion and dawah started at the age of 21. The zeal within him clarifying the misconceptions about Islam was kindled by Sheikh Ahmed Deedat. And this exposure to these world-renowned scholars resulted in him choosing dawah over engineering. Being a passionate full-time Dai since 2002, specializing in interfaith dialogues, Athar Khan has participated in numerous one-on-one sessions and group discussions with non-Muslims, and by the grace of Allah has clarified a number of misconceptions about Islam amongst the television viewers as well as live audiences in various parts of the globe. He has been delivering talks on Islam and comparative religion for the last 10 years. Athar Khan has shared the dais with many world-renowned personalities, including former President of India, APJ Abdul Kalam, in Mysore 2007. Athar Khan will be delivering his lecture on the topic, what our youth aspires for. And finally, we have one more speaker for the day, who will be Brother Umerabad from Bangalore. Mr. Muhammad Akbar Sharif, commonly known as Umerabad, is a business graduate from Bangalore, who is currently a businessman and the president of dynamic organization DIET, that is Discover Islam Educational Trust. He is also CEO of Al Bashir International School, Bangalore, Umar Sharif is a social activist who engages in eradicating the evils of dowry, alcoholism, child abuse, and other social evils. So he will be delivering a talk on the topic, Truth about the Youth. Without taking much time, I would like to call upon Shaikh Arshad Basheer Madani to deliver his talk on unveiling the 9 faces of media which malign Islam. Shaikh.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد فإن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وقل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. I welcome all of you, elders in the audience, Muslim and non-Muslim brothers and sisters. I welcome all of you with the greeting, Islamic greetings, prayers, supplications, and the meaning of Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu is, may the peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be on all of you. The topic of my talk is uncovering the 9 faces of the media which defame Islam, which malign the image of Islam and Muslims. Let me be very clear in the beginning of my talk that we Muslim not against all kind of media. We Muslim not against all the sections of the media, but we Muslim against some section of the media, and those mediums and medias which contradict Islam, parameter of Islam. In the course of my talk, I am going to deal with very important subject, that is regarding media which defame Islam. What is our responsibility toward these kind of media? What is our job? The big question is in front of us. What is our responsibility? How to counter this kind of media which defame Islam. Let read the Quran carefully. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the responsibility to convey the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the mankind. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted us the good title. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned in several places in the glorious Quran, our duty, our job, our responsibility is to introduce about Islam. Our duty is to convey about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the people who don't know about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Our responsibility is to convey and to introduce about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to give introduction about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the people who don't know about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is our responsibility. It is our prior responsibility to talk about Islam according to the knowledge in the light of Quran, in the light of Sunnah, Sahih Hadees, as per understanding of Sahaba Kiram. This is our responsibility. If you read Surah Al-Imran, Surah number 3, ayah number 110, Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat linnas. You are best of the people. You are khayra ummah. You are best of the people raised for the people. Ta'muruna bil ma'rufi, enjoying what is good. Wa tanhauna 'anil munkar, forbidding what is wrong. Wa tu'minuna billah, believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Further, if you read Surah Al-Imran, Surah number 3, ayah number 104, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلْتَكُمْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٌ يَدْعُونَ إِلَى الْخَيْرِ يَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, let there arise band of people among you, from you. وَلْتَكُمْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٌ يَدْعُونَ إِلَى الْخَيْرِ, inviting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inviting all of them to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is our job, it is our responsibility. Invite all of them to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. يَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ, enjoying what is right and forbidding what is wrong. This is our responsibility. But we Muslims fail to realize our responsibility. We have time to do backbiting. We have time to do waste of our time. We have time to go here and there, but we don't have time to share the knowledge of Islam. We don't have time to introduce about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what kind of people we are. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving honor, khayra ummah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you read Surah Nahl, Surah number 16, ayah number 125, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is again talking in the language of commandment, not talking about in the optional language, or it is a mode of preferable. No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding us. As you know, as per the Arabic grammar, al-amru yadullu ala al-wujub. Ud'u, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding. It is not optional. It is not the matter of option. It is a matter of commandment. Ud'u ila sabili rabbika, invite all of them, ila sabili rabbika, to the way of your Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, bil hikmah, with wisdom, wal mau'idatil hasana, beautiful preaching, fair preaching, wa jadilhum billati hiya ahsan, and argue with them in most righteous manner, that is best of the best. If you read Surah Isra, Surah number 17, ayah number 81, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that وَقُلْ جَاءَ الْحَقُّ وَزَهَقَ الْبَاطِلِ إِنَّ الْبَاطِلَ كَانَ زَهُوقًا. And proclaim and say to them, جَاءَ الْحَقُّ, truth has come. وَزَهَقَ الْبَاطِلِ, and batil, falsehood, has vanished. إِنَّ الْبَاطِلَ كَانَ زَهُوقًا. And batil, it's by nature bound to perish, bound to vanish, and the frame of batil should be smashed out, eradicate from the earth. That is our job, that is our responsibility. And if you read Surah Al-Imran, Surah number 3, ayah number 64, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is again saying about our responsibility. Qul ya al-kitab, say, O people of the book, ta'alaw ila kalimatin sawa'in baynana wa baynakum, come to the common terms as between us and you. Allah na'buda illallah, and we worship none but Allah. Allah na'buda illallah wa la nushrika bihi shay'un wa la yattakhidha ba'duna ba'dan arbaban min dunillah. And we associate not any partner to him. Wa la yattakhidha ba'duna ba'dan arbaban min dunillah. And we erect not lords and patrons except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is no God, there is no true God except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We Muslims fail to realize our responsibility. Now the population of the world is 7 billion. Out of 7 billion is 1.7 billion are Muslim and 5.3 billion are non-Muslim, which means the majority of the people, they don't know about Islam. What we are doing? We are living without any responsibility. We have to maintain, and we have to make our prior responsibility to share the knowledge. Before sharing the knowledge, we have to understand the Islam properly, according to the Qur'an and Sunnah, as per Sahaba Ikram's understanding, inshallah. Coming to the 9 faces of media which defame Islam. The first way by which media is maligning, defaming Islam is Itharatus-Shubahat, which means spreading doubts about Islam. To achieve this goal, they are using print media, they are using electronic media, they are using audio media, and they are using audiovisual media, they are using hypermedia. If you read the Orientalism, page number 49 to 59, Edward said, very prominent figure in the world of Orientalism, he mentioned and he reported that in the span of 150 years, imagine what kind of effort they are putting against us, and we Muslims fail to realize our responsibility. Imagine what kind of effort they are putting. In the span of 150 years, they wrote, the Orientalist, who is the Orientalist? The one who is in West, the people who are in West, but they have time, they take time and pain to write about Islam. They have written 60,000 books about Islam. Imagine what kind of effort they are putting against Islam, about Islam. They are talking about you, they are talking about us, they are talking about the image of Islam and Muslim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Ud'u ila sabili rabbi. Share the knowledge, remove the misconception. It is our responsibility. And in the span of 30 years, 3 decades, they published more than 30 movies against Islam. Al-Fitna, innocence of Muslim, n number of movies. We can name them. You can memorize. You know very well. Our responsibility is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, batil is looking big in the shape, but don't be scared about the batil. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, you have truth, you have the power of truth, you have the power of Islam. وَقُلْ جَاءَ الْحَقُّ وَزَهَقَ الْبَاطِلُ. The truth has come and the batil, falsehood, will be perished, vanish. Don't be scared. Be firm for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The second phase of media, the second way by which media defame Islam is Qat'us-Siyaq. Qat'us-Siyaq means quoting out of context. They are quoting, they are taking ayat, they are taking ahadith, and they are quoting out of context. For example, in the film of Fitna, they misquoted out of context ayah number Surah Anfal, Surah number 8, ayah number 60 and 61, quoted out of context. And in the book of World Fatawa, he quoted Surah Tawbah, Surah number 9, ayah number 5, and they concluded that the policy of Islam is to kill all the non-Muslim of the world. Imagine what kind of hatred they are showing in the innocent people. It is our responsibility to understand the situation and to act properly with the knowledge of Islam. In reply, we can say the policy of Islam is not as they said. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in Surah Ma'idah, Surah number 5, ayah number 32. The conclusion of this ayah is, any person, even Muslim or non-Muslim, any Muslim who kill an innocent person, whether he is Muslim and non-Muslim, as if he kills the whole humanity. Islam is against terrorism. Islam is against to kill an innocent people, innocent person. How can we say that Islam is sowing the seed of terrorism? But they are quoting out of context. If we have to understand ayah in the light of seerah. If you go back and read the seerah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you will find that at the time of when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam conquered the Makkah, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not kill the pagan of Arab. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not kill the kuffar Quraysh. If the policy of Islam is to kill all the non-Muslim, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam can kill at that time. It is a simple example. We can understand the policy of Islam. Islam is against terrorism. Islam is against all kind of terrorism activities. The third way by which media defame the image of Islam and Muslim is talbisat. Talbisat means misinterpretation. They are taking the terminology and the word from the Qur'an and giving misinterpretation. For example, they are taking the word al-jihad. Now the people are scared more than Dracula about this word, and they are giving mistranslation, the holy war. Al-jihad means the holy war. If you translate the holy war in Arabic, it will come as al-harbu al-muqaddasatu. Believe me, you will never find this word al-harbu al-muqaddasatu in the Quran, in the Ahadith. But you will find this word at the time of Crusade war. They are taking the word al-jihad and they are giving wrong interpretation. The fourth way by which media defame the image of Islam and Muslim is ittihamat. They are spreading wrong things and they are fixing, relating wrong thing about Islam, relating wrong thing to Islam, that Islam spread by the sword. But if you read Surah Al-Imran, Surah number 3, ayah number 256, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, La ikraha fid din. There is no compulsion in religion. How can we say after this ayah that our job is to convey the message? Our job is not to compel the message. Our job is to convey, not to convince. And CAIR, C-A-I-R, CAIR, Council of American Islamic Relation, they gave one report, they have given one report that after 9/11, 36,000 American white people, they embraced Islam. They came into Islam, in the fold of Islam. I want to ask these media people, I would like to know who is the person who gone and who went with sword to make these people enter into Islam. This is nothing but falsehood. The fifth way by which media defame Islam is they are projecting Islam's solution as problem. For example, hijab. The hijab system is the symbol of security. The hijab is the symbol of piousness. Hijab is the symbol of good women. But media is projecting this solution as problem, and they are saying that you people, you are making women behind the veil, and they are saying that the hijab is the symbol of degradation, and you people against the liberty of women. But on the contrary, we can say and we can quote that once upon a time some Western people, they said to Malik Faisal, King Faisal, what kind of king you are? You are making your women behind the veil? What kind of king you are? You are not giving liberty to women. So King Faisal replied that because of veil and because of hijab system, Alhamdulillah, our crime rate is decreasing day by day. And because of you people not maintaining the hijab system, your crime rate is growing day by day. The sixth way by which media defame the image of Islam and Muslim is they are tracking the wrongdoers of Muslim. Oh Muslim, my humble request is, don't understand, and you media people, they have keen eye on you. If anybody from us indulge in any kind of wrong, they will put and they will take the name and they want to make the source to defame the Islam. So it is our responsibility to take care about our deeds. And the seventh way by which media defame is ta'alli. Ta'alli means overruling the constitution, overruling the court. If there any incident took place related to terrorism, media people, they are naming Abdullah or Abdul Rahman. Poor judge, he did not see the face of culprit, he did not see the person, but media people, they are going and overruling the judge. This is the crime according to the constitution. But It is our responsibility to understand the situation. The eighth way by which media defame the image of Islam and Muslim is kitman. They are hiding our glorious history. And the ninth way by which media defame is they are fixing terminologies according to their desire, according to their wish. If the person from the Muslim side, if he is not practicing Islam, they are saying this is the gentleman. If the person who is having beard, and if the woman who is maintaining the hijab, they are saying this outdated people, outdated people. They are fixing the terminologies according to their desire. What is our responsibility? To counter this kind of media, we have to act in the parameter of Indian Constitution, in the parameter of Islamic Sharia. Alhamdulillah, the network is open for all of you. www.askislampedia.com. It is a global network. It is a network of, inshallah, it is a network of 40,000 ulama and scholars and professionals. If you have knowledge, send it. If you have knowledge about Islam, authentic knowledge, contemporary knowledge or Islamic knowledge, if you have authentic knowledge according to the Qur'an, Sahih Hadees, as per Sahaba's understanding, if you had knowledge, send it. Inshallah, we are going to publish, inshallah, in 40 plus languages of the world. The beta version is available, alhamdulillah. www.askislampedia.com. With this, I conclude my talk. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.